Yo, what is going on, guys? It's been about a week since I made a tutorial. I'm going to be teaching you how to build a nice ladder. Now, this is no basic ladder, I'd say. This uses meshes, something a basic builder really wouldn't use. Like as you can see in a part like this, it has a mesh to make it look better, and then we have these little thing. Now it could get better, a little more detailed than this by adding like a maybe screws and a little hinge thing right here. Um, but I mean, I wouldn't consider this basic, really. But I'm gonna be teaching you how to build a ladder that looks like this. Now this is gonna be a building tutorial, and I may start making building tutorials. Now, if you see anything right here, this is a project shift, and the lighting might look a little different. It actually looks a lot different, and it makes it look terrible. It's because I changed the transparency of this, which usually is like maybe 0.7 around, which makes it look a lot better. But I have it fully transparent. But if you see anything like this, I wouldn't consider this stuff basic. Like the folders, they're like really flat. These are not even decals. I've actually built these like as a big model out here. But yeah, I plan on starting some building tutorials, and if you see anything, like if you want a teacher's desk or a books file cabinet, cardboard boxes, these little boxes, a toolbox. This little toolbox took some time, and oh, and wow, it's floating. Oh well. Exit sign. Yeah, I know this tutorial might be kind of laggy, but I'm going to be teaching you how to build this. So I'm going to exit out that, maybe a rocket. I have built this rocket too. So we're going to start off with a basic part, alright? So a part, we're going to make it anchored. Let's change the material to wood. Alright, let's change the surface to all smooth. Let's like change the brick color to more of a wooden look, brown. So I'm grabbing a part, I'm hitting R to rotate. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna do some measurements. We're gonna just get an NPC out just to kind of measure. I'm not gonna get the perfect measurement. So let's go something like this. So the ladder might be about this tall, maybe, I'd say. Yeah. Maybe actually a little taller. Yeah. And then like this. So I'd say about like that. Nah. Maybe more like this. Something like that. Alright, then we're gonna start building let's build the steps. So we're going to rotate these steps later on. Alright, so I'm going to go over here. Let's change it to maybe one stud and see what that looks like. Yeah, one stud I'd say is pretty good. Ice cream. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Let's go for 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 is better. Oh, yeah. Alright. So I know it might look kind of weird. Actually, to make it look less weird, we're going to do 0.2. Let's... Yeah, there we go. Alright. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's resize it like this. There we are. Okay. So... I guess it's pretty good. It looks kind of weird, but I've done better measurements before. Alright, so now what we're going to take all the parts. Alright. And we're going to rotate this maybe about like that, because we want to make the ladder open, Maybe make it look like it's touching the ground. Alright. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to take each part and we're going to rotate it individually. So, rotate that, like that. See that? Um, and as you can see, it looks like it's going through. What we're going to do is take this move tool, move it. Oh, let's go back to point 2. Move it over like that. Alright. So we're going to take all these other little parts. We actually don't need this zombie. Take all these other little parts and just rotate them individually. So it's actually, the step's not really inclined, you know. Right. Now, it's looking good to where, like, we don't really need a mesh. But, say you wanted this block to be skinnier, you know, like on the y-axis. Because you can't get any skinnier than this, like if you did, see, if I wanted to scale it down, you can't get any skinnier. So, you'd right-click on part, insert object, a block mesh. Okay. Now, you would mess around with the scale. So, the y-axis, 0.8. As you can see, it got a little smaller. Now, if it resizes on a different axis, just go like resize like right here, you know. Just mess around with these. So I'll go for 0.5. That looks pretty good. So I'm gonna copy this mesh, Control C, and select each part. So how to select each part? You press on a part, and while selecting parts, you just hold Control. Okay, and then you can like paste into you can just paste into selected. Yeah, you can right click and press paste into selected, or another way to paste is by just doing Control Shift and V. Because Control V is to paste, but if you want to paste into selected like how I just did, you would hold Shift also, if that makes sense. Now it's looking a little weird, so I'm gonna take this move tool and I'm just gonna do this. Alright. I'm just gonna resize all these. Right. Now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna copy this. Let's do Control G just to, you know. Then Control D to duplicate. I'm gonna rotate this. I'm gonna move it over here. I think that looks pretty good. Alright. Then over here, let's just ungroup it. So to ungroup, Control U. It's gonna ungroup both. And let's just take this part. Now we need to make the top area, like the part where you would I don't know, just the top area. I'll just call it. So let's I'm going to take this mesh out. Right. I'm gonna go to 0.05 to kind of go over a little, over on the sides, and then to resize on like how I'm doing right here. Instead of going like this, if you know what I mean, you can hold Control and you can just resize like that while holding Control. See, you learn something every day. A lot, not every day. Let's say you learn something every time you watch my tutorial. Am I right? I'm probably wrong, but yeah. So I'd say this is looking pretty good. I wouldn't consider this very basic either. But we're not done. One more thing. The little metal parts, right? So we're gonna just kind of make this wooden thing. Let's move it like this. Right. Now it might look kind of weird. Let's go inside, because it should be a mesh. They should have the mesh in it. If not, just add it. And just kind of mess around with the sizing. So let's go 0.3. Nope, wrong axis. So let's go 0.3 right here. There we go. That looks good. Now let's make the material more like a metal and change it. Perf. That's good. Now we're just gonna size this up, rotate, and you know, just kind of make these little parts meet up. Something like that. Just select these two parts. Control D, which duplicates. And then we're gonna do that. Yeah, that's basically it, really. So I'm gonna copy this. Control G, not copy. I was gonna select it all. Control G, sorry, which groups, and we're gonna name this ladder, and that's basically it. So if you want this model, I'm gonna make this into an actual model, and I'm gonna leave it in the description if you would like to take it. Now, if you have any building requests, I would love to do building requests and stuff. Yeah, that's basically it. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe.